in, ladies and gentlemen, Carson Baker, the touchdown maker? I mean, I don't know. Could we have a new one reincarnated? We'll get into it. You know, you don't really just giving away nicknames like that, but it's been a while. I feel like if there's a time and a place, we've made it. 4-star running back locks it in just after he went and saw old Nasty Tally. He was there 3 days ago. Says, "Give me up, I'm out of here. I'm going home. Take me home." Unofficial visit this weekend. He locks it in, the 6'1" running back. That's not it. The running back commits to the Florida Gators, ladies and gentlemen. I got to tell you what. The week is just getting started. The Billy is he's just sprinkling a little salt right now. A little oregano, little garlic, little onion powder. This is just the beginning. We're prepping the meal, okay? I'm not dressed for the chef yet. We ain't got the apron on, right? We're pulling out the ingredients. I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do here this weekend. We're talking, I'm hearing the number could be 7, 12. It's one of those things. It gets bigger as you continue to talk about it, okay? Massive weekend. We'll dive into that, but let's talk about the 6'1", 195 Carson Baker, top 135 player in the country, top 10 running back. I gotta tell you, man, I think this is our highest rated running back in like 3 years. Like coming out of high school. I could be mistaken. I kind of want to fact check that. Because Jaden Ball, we know what that young man can do. 3-star, okay? 3-star. I want to say Travis or Trevor, whichever one, was the last highest one. I know KD Daniels last year, I know he got some love. Let's look at this last class here. Duke Clark was the last year's running back. He was a 4-star kid. Not nationally ranked, though. He was ranked 22nd, so not as high, again, as the other one, as this one here. And then Chad Gasper, 3-star running back. So that was last year. The year prior, okay? Turn this down a little bit. Let's get after it here. This was kind of off the dome here, so I apologize for not being prepared for this. KD Daniels was 176. He's 132. So again, KD Daniels, again, like I said, was highly rated, but still not as high as this young man here in Carson Baker. We also had Jaden Ball in that class, which we all know what that young man does. And then we'll look at 2023. One last look. Tre'Al Webb was highly recruited. I do recall that. Not nationally ranked. 4-star, 17th overall position. The highest running back. And look, this is something that I've been saying. I feel like we should have a pick of the litter at this point. With the production, with what they've been able to do, with Mr. Luke has been able to do in development, we should literally get the pick of the litter of running backs. Now, a lot plays into, hey, who's blocking for me? What holes am I running through? Okay? And so that's got to be something that I imagine these running backs are looking at. And look, Florida is starting to ramp that up as well. Boys and girls, 177 strong. Be sure to smash the like button and subscribe. Aloe Pack with the first super chat of the night, $5. Says, "Hey, Sean, let's go. I'm loving the new offensive pieces that Billy is getting." Aloe Pack, good to see you. Been a while, and absolutely loving it. Feeling pretty good about it as well. Billy in the kitchen again from Q Ware. Daberdeen, his recruit shoot is stupid hard. Yeah. The picks were clean. Absolutely. Now, let's dive into it. Let's see what this young man does for this class, and then I want to talk about kind of we'll tap into the weekend here just a little bit. This now makes 9 commits, boys and girls. 8 commits. Apologies. They've already got Carson Baker locked in. Let's take a look at on 3 where we sit. I think we were 25 with them prior to the Carson Baker commit. And now we're all the way up to 20th now with this commit here in Carson Baker. And they have him as our 3rd highest rated player. Justin Williams being number 1, followed by the 4-star safety Caden Hall. And then now our 4-star running back in Carson Baker, followed by, of course, Will Griffin, who is there this weekend and announced that it will be his one and only official visit because he is locked in, ready to go as a Florida Gator. Love the commitment from our quarterback there doing his thing this weekend. Now, huge shout out to Tre'Al Webb. This young man, again, like a name that kind of got, put to the burner last year just due to injury, and the other guy stepped up big time. But Tre'Al Webb has looked phenomenal in the offseason and is was a big component to recruiting in his class, that Marcus Stokes class. Those guys really did a great job, in my opinion, of really ramping up that class, just being very vocal on social media. We actually had him on, very great kid. We had him at, I think the spring game was all about moving the needle for this football team, and still is. He got to tweet a little meme out, little jab, because again, Carson Baker visited FSU just here recently, and FSU probably felt somewhat good. Whoa, about their week, but we all know they don't develop guys. They don't care about recruits, not like Florida does. 243 strong in here, boys. Let's smash the like button and subscribe. JLB Steve, when are you going to be on the show again, bro? He will be on Monday night for Champ's Corner, as always, baby, my man. Now let's talk about it. So. Hayes Fawcett, I don't know. He's got a little thing going on. He's been kind of leaking this is not for everybody. Hayes Fawcett has been kind of tweeting out like, "Hey, we got something coming before it happens." Maybe it's marketing. Maybe it's getting people excited. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. But he's letting me know what's happening before it happens. Now, we heard earlier this weekend was going to be big, right? Multiple commits. We're talking Billy's going 90 to 70 kind of weekend. I heard that already. When Hayes popped this off, I go, here we go. He tweeted this earlier today. The start of a big 3 to 4 days. Now, that's what fired me up, okay? Because I'm thinking 3 days. I mean, that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Hello. 3 days of showing. Hello. Turn me up, right? I'm all about that. Then I'm thinking about 4 days. I'm like, well, this bad boy could tickle into Monday. And I'm like, is it going to start today? Could it tickle into Tuesday? It started today, so it looks like we could be rolling this thing off. This could be a 4-day holiday weekend here. I mean, call into work on Monday, say, hey, we might need Monday off, because Billy just labeled this weekend as Jubilee Weekend, okay? It's now a national holiday here for the Gators and Billy Napier. That's what I feel like we just undid. Now, we're at 8 currently. We trickle in 3, or let's say 4 more, okay? The total number for 5 for the weekend. That puts that 13 recruits. All of a sudden now, in the middle of June 8th, 17th, whatever the date is in 4 days here, right? We're sitting at halfway of the class when just 30 days ago we had 1 commit. When I told y'all to stay calm, when I told you to stay collected, but nobody wanted to listen. Now, we talked about it as well, just a reminder of who's there this weekend, because we talked about this weekend coming up, right? And the possible people that would be committing. Carson Baker was already crystal ball. Not already as if like he was a shoo-in, but crystal ball, he's on an unofficial visit, right? So he's not like a name that was surprising. Jarayla McCoy is another one that he's there right now this weekend on another official visit. That's a name that I would keep an eye on for this weekend. There's 2 of the 5 to 6, okay? Now, here's where I start getting excited, okay? Caden Prothro. I haven't heard anything, but these are names that we've heard kind of a couple of times now where it's like, hey, is Florida going to make a big move? Is Florida going to flip Isaiah Williams? These are names that we have to start looking at, paying attention to, because these are guys that are there on official visits, and we're already hearing good things, right? And I just told you the 2 that have already been crystal ball towards us. The other crystal balls have already committed. So where else is it coming from? Okay? Talk to me about that. That's what I want to know. Thoughts and opinions. You guys sometimes know more than I do in this comment section of who you think we're going to get. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know where you think we're heading at. So, sitting with a 20th ranked overall class right now. Again, according to On3, 247. Let me see where 247 is. They have us ranked now currently at 44. And I believe we're at 50 before Mr. Carson Baker. Again, why the huge change? For those of you that are new to this, 247 is quantity, where On3 is quality. Okay? So the quality of recruit is how On3 looks at this. And look, I got to be honest, man. This recruiting battle between these sites has been ongoing. I was very heavily into 247, and On3 has made a huge push here. But just with, I would say, the focus and their attention, On3 has really placed themselves in a good position, I would say, of their overall attention to recruiting. 247, in my opinion, is approaching different angles, but that's neither here nor there. Thomas Blanton, what's up, fellas? What up, Big Dog Show? What's up? Hey, we're still waiting on our bottle of Blanton's, my man. Let's see. Tyler Bohannon, give me Trenton Henderson, the 5-star stud. That would really send things through a ringer, okay? The 5-star edge, I told you boys, the 5-star edge commits. I was talking to my buddy about this the other day. We obviously had that huge weekend, if you've been following along, when FSU missed out on the playoffs. My buddy took me to Vegas for my 30th birthday, and I had a blast that weekend. I walked around with a robe and a captain's hat, yelling "Road Tide" and a cigar and bourbon. It was a dream come true. And I thought about it, and I go, I've done this fan base a disservice. I haven't dressed up in the captain's hat and robe and cigar. Like, why hasn't the excitement been to that point where I could just dress up, just where I'm talking some smack? I've let y'all down. Hey, you get me for the 5-star edge, you're getting all of it, okay? You're getting all of it. All right, I can assure you, we're going to cook up what they put up, all right? Let's see here. Now, could more be coming tonight? I don't know. Could we? I feel like we do this, right? Billy waits. He's watching the show. He's dialed in, obviously, celebrating, cracking one open for the big time commit, and he forgets to pull the trigger for the second one, and we end up coming back live again for the other one. That could happen. I want more too, Rob S. I want more too, my man. Okay? That's what we're here for. I was planning to go live. I told the wife, I'm going to go live. This weekend looks like it's going to plan up to be a big one. I wanted to chit-chat a little bit, hype it up, get excited, right? Let's dwell on it. Let's enjoy this Jubilee June weekend. It's reminiscing to about 2 years ago when we really busted this thing wide open. And it feels more controlled, though. It feels like we are just been playing a lot of golf lately. And I feel like my game's getting a little bit better again, right? And I just feel comfortable with the club in my hand back when I was back in my prime. And you just kind of start navigating the course a little better. Like, you kind of expect, like, okay, here's what I can do these next couple of holes. Here's what I'm doing. You're not just surprise yourself. You know how you're struggling for a little bit and you kind of hit a go and you're like, oh, wow, that came out of nowhere. No. I know what's coming. Maybe a little bit off to the side here, a little left there, but for the most part, I know this ball's going. We're playing some good golf. I'm gonna start off birdie today. That's how good we're feeling, boys. Okay, that's how good we're feeling. From a 400-yard par 4 to a 200-yard par 3, almost a birdie. The kid's dialed. All right, but that's besides the point. Just wanted to let y'all know we're cooking. All right, we're cooking. So let's see here. I want more as well. Absolutely. Shelton, where is that sweater? The sweater is. We keep this thing on locks, boy. We keep this thing on locks. Speaking of merch, if you guys want to go get yourself some High Top Sports merch, these bad boys are available on the High Top Sport website. Go to the shop tab. You'll see it. This is our new 4th of July drop. Really pumped about it. So if you guys want to get in on it, I believe Jose just bought himself the Freedom Ain't Free, but the first beer is shirt. So shout out to Jose for locking himself up with a nice, sexy shirt for the 4th of July. Again, we've got a little bit of a 4th of July collection happening now. If you guys want to get it before 4th of July, now would be the time to get after it. But let's get back after it here with Mr. Carson Baker. Again, 6'1". I love this size. When we talked about him originally with the crystal ball, I go, look, 6'1", you give me an extra, you give me up to that 6'2", and you give me about 20 pounds. We're working into that. Look, I know I'm going to head on, but that Derrick Henry range. And I love a good size running back. I feel like I've really been floating around that 5'10" to 5'11" range. 6'1", 220. I mean, you're talking about him. Here's Hudson Standish's evaluation. Physically imposing, upright runner, hovering a shade, under 6'1", with a blazing track and field profile. Finished his junior year with 3 straight 100-yard performances, culminating with a three touchdown effort in the GHS quadruple 5A state final against national powerhouse Milton. Find success running outside wide zone, quickly finding a cease and reaching his top end gear that the majority of Friday night defenders cannot match. Consistently creates explosive plays when given a lane and limited contact on the first 2 levels. Improved as a junior when lowering his pads and short yardage in have-to-have-it scenarios. Will finish through contact when necessary. Offers value as a receiver out of the backfield. And has the physical build to develop into a 3-down back. I just said it. I just said it. I just said he was going to be Derrick Henry, and now he's literally saying this. Put me on the staff, boys. Still rounding out his skill set, but has the traits to develop into a quality P4 starter before potentially earning an NFL draft consideration. If that doesn't just, tickle your fancy, I don't know what will. 10.65 in his 100-meter dash to go alongside multiple wind legal sub 11 times in spring of 2024. I don't know what he needs to build on. Improved as a junior and have-to-have-it scenarios. Has blazing speeds. that nobody can touch, can find success outside wide zone quickly, can find the cease, consistently creates explosive plays when given a lane in limited contact at the first two levels. I'm pumped. I mean, we're far away from this young man even seeing him on the football field, right? Like, that's what sucks about recruiting is we ain't going to see him for about a minute. But what we can do is we can watch him this senior year and really see the development, right? Like, this was written around about his junior year. Like, that's what it's exciting is these guys, these kids, these young men, their development has improved dramatically. I mean, these boys hitting the ground running. In this class so far, too, very healthy. Justin Williams, we heard about his stats and just the freak athlete that he is and what he's accomplished thus far at Buchholz, the 5'11" wide receiver, the twitchy wide receiver, the 6'3", 200-pound safety, Caden Hall. Again, nice big size, lengthy safety. Carson Baker, obviously we just talked about him. Will Griffin, part of the Under Armour game last year as a junior, making stride after stride after stride, balled out. I mean, absolutely lit the pregame on fire, really put people on notice. Chancellor Campbell had our boy Jake Crane fired up. He goes, commits like these is what puts Florida back on the map. Because you look at, three-star guy, 6'8", 310 pounds. Knows what we're working with. Sees his size. Great size. Javier Carr from IMG, 6'4", 325. We know what IMG does. Najee Harris from IMG stepped in as a true freshman. Jameer Perez, a 6'4" defensive lineman. And then, of course, our Polly, the tight end, 6'6", also from IMG. 3-star tight end, but we broke down his evaluation. Love the kid. Phenomenal. Just hasn't had much playing time, but a ton of expectation. Ceilings to the roof. This class so far, these majority guys, and look, this class, we talked about it before. You go back and look at that 2023 class. Didn't necessarily knock you off your pants with the stars and the overall just value. Maybe not, right? But when you looked at the names and what they ended up becoming, hell of a class. This class is starting to kind of have those same shapes and sizes as of now. And I'm telling you, you got to think Napier and the boys, they're going to lock in a big one here. Give me the 5-star edge. Just, you know what I mean? Give me a couple big pieces. If you can have the base of 2023 and the flash of 2024 with the LG McCray and DJ Lagway, I mean, come on. I mean, you're cooking with something. You're cooking with love. You're cooking with just the power, the passion, and then you're giving me the flash. I mean, that's what I want to see, Billy. We want a top 5 class. We want a top 5 class. Not right now, FGM. That's too soon. That's uncalled for. We're having a good time, and you want to go and bring the Braves up? That's low. That's low, even for you. Even for you. Well, boys and girls, fantastic little pop-up live show on this beautiful Friday night. Hope you guys are having yourselves a nice, healthy safety one. A 5-star offensive lineman. A 5-star offensive lineman, I would feel like we're being punked. I would feel like Ashton Kutcher would bust through my door if we landed ourselves a 5-star offensive lineman. Like, a 5-star edge and a 5-star offensive lineman, I don't know what we would be able to do. I feel like I should prepare. Like, I've got to think outside the box, because if that happens, you gotta bust it wide open. You gotta bust it wide open. If old Sale comes through and gets us a 5-star offensive lineman, I mean, I'm telling you, we're gonna feed families. Okay, we're gonna feed families. Well, boys and girls, I mean, fantastic show. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, smash the like button. We got almost 300 people strong in here, and not 100 likes. Kind of upsetting. Dallas is just live on his IG. What was he saying, Mr. Gaming? I can't go back and watch it now. Talk about this class. Yeah, Shelton finally answered my question. Party time, big swag. I'm sorry I didn't answer your question if I missed it. Well, appreciate y'all stopping by. If anything pops, you know where we will be. We'll be here live. So keep the bell turned on. Okay? Be locked in. Be dialed in. You don't want to miss it. Let's keep up with this recruiting as it's going. It's a big weekend, okay? We're going to work overtime here. Not going anywhere. We're dialed in. Ready to go. It's U.S. Open weekend. Watching some golf. Playing some golf. Talking about some commits. We're here. Jubilee June. This is a holiday for the boys. We understand the importance of this weekend. We ain't going nowhere. Neither should you. Dial it in. Smash the like button. I'll see y'all. Check out some merch. HighTopSport.com. Shop tab. Go scoop it. Peace and love, baby.